What's happening, everybody? It's the Sensei back once again with another Sunday Sensei sermon. Today I'm going to be talking about what's missing in your life. What I mean by that is not outside things, material things, or people, but those internal things that are missing that's keeping us from progressing and going to the next step and the next level. So I have another illustration. For many of you know that yesterday was my birthday, and traditionally every year my mom makes a cream cheese cherry pie from scratch, which is very delicious. And this tradition has been passed on from generation to generation. So the significance of it really just doesn't only have to do with my birthday, but just, the family tradition, which makes it all that much better, which will pass on for generations to come. So, but this year, my mom didn't put enough of a particular ingredient to really hold the pie firm. So, as you can see, it fell. It's not firm, and it looks a little messy, but it's still delicious. And anybody that's ever had this knows it's one of the best pies that they've ever had. So, on that note, and thinking of that, what is it in your life that that's missing? What ingredient is missing, or what ingredient you don't have enough of in your life that's not holding you strong and firm? That to where any little thing that happens, it feels like you're just gonna fall apart. We all deal with that. We spend a lot of time in trying to look good, to ourselves, to look good, to impress other people. But internally, we're struggling. We know we're missing something. There's a void. And a lot of times we make the mistake in filling that void with things that are temporary. Temporary fixes that may benefit us for a moment, but a lot of times it end up hurting us. So, for example, if we're dealing with some type of insecurity, then we tend to go out the way to fill that void with things like, trying to impress other people, whether it be, buying jewelry or cars or clothes, how we present ourselves, the way that we look, to try to make us feel more secure, more accepted, and a lot of that comes from a root of rejection, something that, we experience when, way back in the past. A lot of the things as adults we go through have deep roots that took place as a child. So it's very important, to go back and face those things, whether we like it or not, and work through those things and find out what the root is, so that we can begin to heal, and we don't have to depend on a lot of exterior things to make us feel that we're whole. So it's very important to ask yourself day to day, what is it that's missing? Again, I'm not talking about, like needing a man, needing a woman, some type of finances, needing this, needing that. That's just a band-aid. And a lot of times we're not cognizant of it. We don't really, we think that that's the answer because we don't know what is really missing, the root of what's really missing. So it's important to take time by yourself without TV, radio, excuse me, reading, phones, just to be in a solitude from around other people, just to be by yourself and take time to reflect and really truly face yourself and ask yourself these very important questions. What is it that's missing that has me feel like I'm going to lose it? And talk to God about it. God will reveal some things to you, if he feels that you're ready at that time. so that you can deal with it. We're always in the process of growth, and it's not always revealed to us. Everything's not always revealed to us at the same time. He has to know that we are ready and able to accept what he shows us so that we can deal with it. One battle at a time to overcome the overall war. So another thing you could do is ask a confidant, somebody that you can trust, somebody you're accountable to ask them, what do they think is, or what do they see or feel that is missing in your life, and they can give you their honest opinion. But you have to be willing to be able to accept what they tell you so you can work on that. It's not always about what's pleasing to the ear. It's about facts and truth that will help you become a better person and move you forward in your life. So again, ask yourself, what is it that has you falling apart, that doesn't have you standing firm and strong no matter what storm comes, big or little? And deal with that. And ask God, and look at different resources that will help you internally, to help fill that void so that you can continue to grow and deal with matters mentally and emotionally, so you won't have to act out on everything that really hurts you. That's a lot of reasons. That's why a lot of people use drugs, or have sex all the time, and overspend money, have different type of addictions, and all these things that we're struggling with and trying to fight against, and has a deep root. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of people fall back when they've overcome addiction. They relapse and things like that. It's because they haven't really truly dealt with the problem. They dealt with the symptoms and use a band-aid to cover those things up, but haven't really dealt with the root of what causes all these things that can temporarily make us feel better. So hopefully that'll help somebody out. Again, do this on a day-to-day basis. It's not going to come overnight. It takes time and deep-rooted things. It takes time to search and to heal from those things. Even if, I don't care if you're a woman or a man, if you have to let those things out and cry and bawl your eyes out, by yourself, then do so. That's part of the healing. We can be tough around other people, but in actuality, as humans in general, we are very vulnerable. So it's okay to be vulnerable to yourself, by yourself, so you can be able to be helped and move forward in your life. So as always, love y'all. God bless y'all, and talk to y'all later. Please share, and thank y'all for all your support. Peace.